Hi guys, it's me, Sophia, here on YouTube one more time. Because I'm never gonna stop recording and telling my story because it's such a beautiful story, and I'm compelled to let the whole world know and just kind of what I went through, and even on this earth what I went through. But I'll talk about that way later, way later. So I've never been afraid of microphones or anything like that, so I'm, really good based on, been around microphones and stuff like that all my life. I've been in and out of Broadway when I was little. I was in and out of Broadway, Nutcracker Suite to Oliver Twist to The King. I mean, just all different kinds of productions that I've done in my lifetime. And I had an experience with heaven that was phenomenal, just phenomenal. Again, my name is Sophia. And the experience that I had in heaven is something that I am compelled. Like I said, I am so compelled to speak about. So compelled. So what do I do today? Today, I sing every day, 6 to 8 hours a day. I sing with Smule, and we help each other. I help coach a lot of singers. And it's a privilege to be able to do that. And, I welcome anybody, if you want to leave me or find me or anything like that, you can start looking me up under Google. You can look me up under Evita Sophia. I was Evita before COVID, so this is why I call myself that. And I like to sing a lot about Evita too. So that's also very interesting. But that's later on. I want to start out YouTube like a story, like a book. And I want you to follow me. And I hope everybody can follow me, because I do want to get my story out there so bad. And I want to do it my way. I want to do it on my own, and I want to do it my way, whatever I'm comfortable with. And I'm comfortable with this. So, yes. So I'm going to go back a little bit to what happened to me when I was young. At a young age in my life, when I was 17, I had a car accident. Horrifying car accident. It put me in a coma for 9 months. I woke up and I knew that I had an experience that had to be told. I knew in some way that I was special, but I didn't know how. I didn't know how. And in heaven, you don't ask questions, and you can't, no. You can ask questions. You can't ask why. You cannot ask the question why. Just like you wouldn't ask your father why. Okay, so, your father, if he tells you, hey, you can't take the car out tonight, you can't do this, you can't do that, you listen to your father, and you don't ask why. And when you ask why, you want to rebel, you get in trouble for it, So basically, it's the same concept, okay? So before I go there, I'm telling you what happened to me on this earth first. So I had a major car accident. It left me for the rest of my life with epilepsy, something that I, in a million years at that time in my life, would have ever expected. Anyhow, I had gone into college early. So I was going to Southwest Texas State University in San Marcos, Texas at the time, and having a blast, having the time of my life like everybody does in college. And I had a car accident. I went home for the holidays, and the year before, we had all stayed in college and had a blast for Christmas. But this year, we all decided we were going back to our different hometowns and home states and cities and all that. So, by the way, I also have family in the careers and business of being stars and different things, and so there's a lot of connections with me. That's why, I want to tell my story, and I hope people listen to me in every which way possible, whether it's through my singing, because you can visit me on Twitter. Under Twitter, I'm Evita Sophia, and Sophia's under quotes. So, I always hope that people will listen to me and listen to my singing and listen to my story, because my story is so amazing. And it motivates me to sing every day for 6 to 8 hours, what happened to me. It's very, very powerful. And, when I know things and I want to tell the world, I want to be able to speak to the world. Whether it's about COVID or about, different things that I know, and I don't know why I know, I just know. And I guess I'm supposed to share this information with the world. So I'm choosing to do it in different platforms and not choosing to choose the media or doing it in different ways. I'm choosing this way because this is the way that any normal human being can do. So I want to be that. I want to do that. I want to be just like everybody and everybody, because after you hear my story, I think that on this earth, you're going to believe when I tell you I deserve the life of a lifetime. I really do. If there's anybody in this world, I should get some kind of an award because I'm a major survivor to top it, So basically, I want to express my story. And when later on, when people find out where I came from and my ancestry and who my family is, I think people are going to freak out and say, oh my God, whatever. And some people think I'm cute. I've been called cute. I've been called this. I've been called that. But you know what? I can tell you I came from a very prestige family. My ancestry is very, very prestige. It goes back centuries and centuries of, oh my gosh. And I love art, by the way. I love creative art. I love a lot of different art. I'm very much into art. I'm an artist every way, which way possible by performing. I am a professional ballet dancer as well as a professional singer. I've been in and out of singing classes all my life, and chorals and choirs and, churches. And, I never could ever stop singing. It was just the way that I was, all my life. And so, but later on when people find out who I am, yes, I come from a very prestige family. My mom, when I was younger, used to tell me, oh, you have blue blood, and I couldn't understand, like, blue blood, what the hell is blue blood, Mom? So anyways, and so, we do respect art. My whole family, cousins, aunts, uncles, we love art. So our art up on the walls and paintings and pictures, and we buy valuable things, and that's what we love to do. And hey, I got cameras all around my house. I got major protection all around my house. Many cameras, just in case. Anyways, and I got good people. I surround myself with very good people. And that's what you have to do in life. Besides that. So, going back to my story about heaven, I had my car accident, and it was very powerful. I remember it all to a point. To a point. I do vape because I do have anxiety. And I think we all do today in America. And these vape things. I used to smoke cigarettes, and I've done quit that. I'm so happy about that. Yes. Everybody, yes. Hands up. About 3 months in and never going back. The taste is awful. I can't imagine ever going back. That doesn't mean that, hey, my smoke buddies will ever and forever be my smoke buddies. But while they're smoking, I'm smoking this. Okay. That's just the way I prefer it for now. You can get to lower milligrams I'm happy where I'm at right now. So, anyways, I do vape. Gotta get that out of there. I am epileptic ever since that car accident. I woke up with epilepsy. Epilepsy controlled. I have what they call controlled seizures. And I've had them well controlled throughout my life with a killer medicine, which ends up killing your liver, called Dilantin. And without Dilantin, I wouldn't be alive today. So I call it my brain food. I have to have it. It is like somebody that is diabetic with their insulin. If I don't have my Dilantin, I can go into a seizure, which can lead up to cardiac arrest and all kinds of things, dangers of seizures, besides hurting oneself. Many different things can happen with seizures, and that's what's scary. I used to say I'd rather be a diabetic than an epileptic until I met one. And, it changed my whole perspective. I had a beautiful friend who did pass away. Diabetes did kill him, and so I learned not to say that as much. But then again, it is something I've dealt with all my life. Sometimes it's frustrating. Sometimes, oh man, it can get you down. Just the fact that you're not normal, that you're different than everybody else, And especially with my experience, some people might think, hey, you're crazy. You know what? Or, I don't hear voices. I don't see hallucinations. It's not about that. It's about a memory that I have, the memories that I do have. Because the second time that I went to heaven, I've died twice, was at the hands of a man. And he caused me what they call an injury-induced stroke. I lost memory, a lot of memory. But I went back to heaven. And this time, I remember it. And I've been left with those memories. I cannot remember exactly where I lived while I was there, a little bit. It comes in pieces, just like the earth memories, because with injury-induced stroke, I lost a lot of memory, about 12 years of my life. And it's been hard to recover. The doctors say that if I didn't recover it by now, we'll never recover them all. They come in flashes, they come in dreams, they come however. I have to verify them with family. Hey, did we ever go here? Did we do this? Did we do this? And I have to verify everything, For the most part, about 90% of everything I ask my kids and my mother and, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, they all tell me, oh, yeah, that happened. Oh, yeah, you came and visited me. Oh, yeah, And so I've learned that, I'm recovering a little bit at a time, is what God wants me to do. But then God also has a big message, that he wants me to share with the world. And I don't know how to do it, except through this or that or whatever. Singing is my decor. I love music. I love singing. Evita is my favorite production of Broadway. I'm very, very lucky. But I know Broadway. I love Broadway, from, let's see. Which one should I play? I was like, do, re, mi, fa, so, do, re, mi, fa, so, do, re, mi, fa, so, and just kind of get my voice trained. Also, when you do things like this, you're empowering your muscles around your vocals. And so before you sing, also always lemon and honey, straight lemon and honey. And with today's world, I hope everybody's washing their lemons, because what's going on is not what they're telling you. And I hope that people will follow me and listen and pay attention, because I get told things and I just know. And the more that this has happened to me and the more that it's verified, like maybe a week later, 2 weeks later, I'll see something, or, even a month later, or even a year later. I've learned to say, okay, I better start listening to this. I better pay attention. And I'm supposed to let the world know, because I can't just keep this all in my head, So am I going to be afraid of the military knocking on my door, or somebody knocking on? You know what? We have the freedom of speech. I'm going to speak. I can't be afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of demons. I'm not afraid of aliens. I'm not afraid of any type of being. I've seen it all. I'm not afraid. And I wish more people today could be this way and not turn their eye. I have found also some friends that will say to me, "Oh, I don't want to see." And I say, "You want to see something?" And they say, "No, I don't want to see." And it's not, witchery or anything like this, because I was in heaven. And it was such a wonderful experience. I hope people will start following me. Again, you can follow me under Twitter. There you'll find me under Evita. Sophia's under quotes. But I'm on Pinterest, and I'm trying to be on everything and trying to get time to talk to everyone and everything. I enjoy YouTube. I can videotape this and have it out there. People can see me live. I kind of enjoy that. So I don't know if this is the right instrument, but I'm going to use them all because my story needs to be out there much more. And I've realized the importance now that we don't have churches to go to and pray and do, that I need to tell my story. I really, really do. And I hope everybody, listens. I hope the world listens to me. I really do. I really do. I'm not ready to speak to the world in a big audience. I like doing it like this. I fill my room with energy, with all the four instruments in the world, and so I like to have a certain environment to be able to be peaceful and tell my story, because it is an amazing story, and to start from the beginning. Again, I was born in Venezuela from immigrant parents that came from Europe. My parents, on my father's side, they all came from Spain. On my mother's side, they came from Italy and Germany. So I am I like to call it European mutt that grew up until she was 5 years old in Venezuela, the richest at that time country in the world. We had maids and butlers, and my parents made a lot of money. Came to the U.S. and was raised for the rest of my time in Texas with my mother. My parents were in the oil business, so they worked for a big oil company, and so I was an oil brat, if you want to call it that. I grew up around a good area in the city in Texas that I grew up at, big city. So, anyways, after saying all that, I went to college there. And during the whole time, I always danced. I always sang somehow. And I was in and out of Broadway when I was younger. I started very young, at the age of 4, with International Broadway in Venezuela. There was in Caracas, Venezuela, there's a big performing arts area, and they used to have the Nutcracker there, and I would always be in the Nutcracker when I was little. It was so much fun. I loved being backstage, and just, and I had different, one year I was a mouse, another year, just different little. One time I was, a little ballerina. So it was really adorable at that time. And then when I was in Houston, we went to New York many, many times. My mom, when she was younger, before going to Venezuela, actually, she went to Venezuela as an older child, but her dad um, was originally from New York. He went, from at that time from Italy or, in Germany and Spain. I mean, he was all over in Europe. He was a general to Franco at the time. And he ended up, that's a long story. My grandfather's story is incredible, incredible. He brought the U.S. airplanes to this day to Venezuela. He was almost 10 years director of the Venezuelan Military Academy, and so it was he was very respected there, General under Gomez, which is on my father's side. So it was quite unique how my father and my mother got together. But anyway, so I grew up in Houston. As an adult, I moved to Colorado, and I loved Colorado. And like I said, I was always in something with the productions. I loved the productions, always in the productions. I love to sing and dance. Like I said, I was always in singing lessons and ballet lessons when I was younger. I mean, all the way till I was a teenager. Went to New York. I mean, just did the whole, thing with theater and always, around it. And so, anyways, and I traveled when I was younger as a kid. I went to see different families. I did different things. I was in this camp and that camp and this camp. And so my parents always kept me around performing arts all my life. So I, as an adult, moved to Colorado. And I fell in love with the mountains. And I had a beautiful house in Colorado. I was in love with the mountains. I was the mountains. I mean, it was just beautiful. The only thing I ever had to worry about, and even at the time I used to say it, was the human animals, because I had my bears and my elks and, and they never bothered me. It was just so incredible. I loved it, guys. So I had my accident, and the experience that I had through death, when you die, it's such a powerful experience that is so hard to share with people. I did belong to the Brain Injury Association and the Epileptic Foundation of America out of Denver. I've always been involved because it was so intriguing. Like, am I the only person? And to find out that I wasn't, like, oh my God, I'm not the only person that has these things and knows these things and knows this knowledge. And, and if we say something, then we're crazy. Well, you know what? I'm not crazy. And I'm epileptic. Okay. And that is a medical situation of a injury that I had when I had my car accident in the brain. Okay. An actual injury, of the brain, nothing to do with anything else. So to this day, and, you can have so many different crazy injuries of the brain. If you're choked, you can have an injury of the brain, so it's not necessarily, for me, yes, it was an accident. It was a big blow, it was a horrible car accident that I had from a truck driver. So, I have always said, don't drink and drive. If you're going to drink, stay the night, wherever you're at. Just do it. Safer. Anyways, I only want to do 30-minute videos, okay, on YouTube. So please keep following me. The experience is very powerful. I've got to take it one step at a time to be able to come across to everyone as the experience how it needs to be told. Again, being epileptic, I do have sometimes a speech problem, a speech impairment. Sometimes I don't know when it happens. So when it happens, it just occurs. So, at times I just have to go with it, and I may have to go because of that situation. Sometimes with this whole COVID thing, and I'll explain to you later, much later on, what it is. I get the fevers. Okay, I do get the fevers. I get fevers daily, and it's hard on the body. It makes you sore. It makes you tired. It's obviously my body is fighting. So I do get the fevers, and but like I said, my body will fight this because of who I am. Because I'm strong, and I'm a strong believer and follower of our Father and the Mother and the Son. So please listen to everything I have to say. Don't think I'm crazy. I beg you, please. Right from the start, I don't have hallucinations, and I don't hear voices. Okay, I hear music. I love to sing, and I love to dance. But I do have visions, and I do have premonitions. A lot of premonitions, many premonitions. I can see spirits. So all these things combined, whether and it's like a combination of both times that I died. Both of these times that I died, it's all like coming together. Like, I'm supposed to do this, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and you know what? Follow me, share me, listen to my voice. I will get to that singing that I heard in heaven. Somehow I will get to that, because that's my goal, is to try to imitate the sounds that I heard. That's my goal. And I hope so. I hope I can do it on this earth. So anyways, it's, I guess, your time on this earth for this live YouTube experience. It's about to run short. Again, follow me, share me. I would love to be everybody's friends. I would love to be, but obviously I can't do that. So, if you want to leave me a comment or message or whatever, I don't really look at the comments. You can look me up under Facebook. I have Evita Sophia. You can leave me messages there. You can leave me, and I'll, see different messages. I might see the comments here. I might start looking at that, but I'm so busy right now, guys. I am with doing a lot of projects with Smule, and it's keeping me very busy. I'm also doing an online course with NYU for performing arts. I'm just super busy. So loves, hugs, kisses to everyone. Please be safe. Please stay indoors. But if you do stay indoors, don't go crazy. Find something to do, whether it's painting, coloring, singing, dancing. And if you do watch TV or whatever, watch fun things. Don't necessarily always watch the news and become all depressed. Now, we do have to watch the news just to kind of see what's going on in our outside in our surroundings, okay? But please, folks, this is going to get way worse. And I will explain the best that I can much later in this time, how I feel about it, what I know about it. But I will try to put out a video daily for you guys. Again, my name is Evita Sophia. My name is Sophia. And you can find me in Google. You can Google me under Evita Sophia. Sophia is Sophia, by the way. But my Twitter account, I Twitter every recording that I do every day with different people, lots of fun, sometimes there's stars, sometimes it's a surprise for you guys. So it's an awesome project that I'm doing there. I'm doing so many different things all at once. I'm also doing like these live virtual audiences and stuff, and I get to kind of show up at different shows, and sometimes they talk to me, and it's like, oh my gosh, so I'm just kind of everywhere right now. I've got a lot of trainings. I got a lot of things that I'm doing. So I'm just keeping myself very busy with performing arts and going back into it full force. our show, Evita. In the future, you will see me. You will see me. Let's keep positive. You will see me, whether it's live stream or whether it's we open the doors up again or whatever it is. We are trying. And please watch Hamilton, watch Broadway. And when you get to see me up there, guess what? I'll pick a lucky winner. I'll pick somebody to come spend the day with me. So you know what? Keep following me because I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I love music, guys. And everybody have a good day for the rest of the day. And you know what? If you're watching me at night, you know what? Just have a good moment. Just have good moments. Have good moments with family. And if you're by yourself and you're single, find pen pals, find people that you can connect with and talk with. And, this is a time to like get together and, find your friends, and see, not necessarily, oh, let's have a sexual relationship because, hey, this is how guys are, no. And hey, some of us girls can be also very sexual. So, hey, but singles, hook up with families and use Webinex. It's free. Use Zoom. Zoom. I love Zoom. Use these instruments that we have with technology now to connect with each other. And now we should have thousands of friends, So guys, connect. That's all. That's what it's going to be about. That's what you have to catch up to. And don't be left behind.